In the Luo professionals, those are people who contested and lost in the last election, all of them. I don't know when they became professionals. Of course, they were professional at some point, way back. And I'm a professional. I don't know why they didn't consult me.
Yes.
We have so many Luos running kinyosis, cabinet administrative secretaries, organize themselves. As a human rights defender, I would say it is their democratic right to speak,
Yes,
to express their concerns, but they must also allow others to also express themselves. And assemblies, protests, though it has not gone that far, are a form of expression. So I've had them. It is their democratic right, but they should not masquerade. We all know them. They did not just say who they are. I could tell you who was there. I've seen the first declared to have won the elections.
so they're not honest.
They are not honest. They are the more dishonest of the lot. As to the concerns raised by the business community, yes, we know for a fact that in 1997, all these metallic barricades you see on shops were not there. You could actually window shop at night. Today you cannot. They were put there as a result of the mass action that I was part of those who organized. It's unfortunate that, they lost property and so on. But we are saying that...
Was it worth it, though?
At the time, yes and no. I mean, people had to take to those direct democratic actions to force the government to a negotiating table. And that is the basis on which we negotiated the legal framework for constitutional reform.
There has been the rumor that...
I mean, whatever the case, I mean, these are tactics. These are tactics for negotiation. They had ball tactics.
Whatever the case, it's still protected within the Constitution.
If government wants to negotiate, I mean, the deputy president has set the end of December as the deadline for ensuring that all MPs and politicians from Mount Kenya who allied to Azimio are back in the fold. I've never seen them set deadlines to reduce the cost of living. I've never seen the National Assembly dedicate a day to discuss drought.
They say give them time because Walipata store iko empty.
Which Walipata from where? The president was the deputy president until he took over as the president. Alipata kutoka wapi?
Proper position that we should be seeing. But Gabriel, you quipped at something there. Have you heard what the Nairobi business community have said?
Totally.
What stood out for you?
And I agree with them 100%. I told you, the historic relevance brings a lot of meaning in our discussion. And as much as we would like to meander around the discussion of protest and constitution, chapter 37, armed and peaceful protests, article. Me and can a historic relevance, has it ever happened? No, it has never happened. You must be a fool to think that anything will be different this time. And I liked what the former speaker of the county assembly in Nairobi, Benson, said. Where does my rights, as somebody who's a business, somebody who is earning a living, somebody who is honest and just, where do my rights stop and yours supersede mine? Because when you come to actually ensure that my business does not transact for that day, or ensure that it has been, destroyed, ensure that it has been burned, same constitution that guarantees you the right to picket and demonstrate does not deny me my right to protect my business.
Okay.
And this is where we need to be cautious. Somebody has said, in the past, the police have not been, up to their game to protect lives and to protect property. What does that tell you? What do you think those people are saying? That they'll be ready. And when you see us creating an environment where they say, last time likely to lead. And that's why I told you, sometimes, we use very fancy words, but I still believe chaos does not produce order. We have a place called the National Assembly. Go deal. That is where the conversation should be happening. Yeah. Right, let me see the sense.
Okay.
Entice me with your wisdom. Just like they did in Yala. Didn't they not agree? Why don't you talk about the Cherere force? Go agree, disagree. Find a solution. That's what Kenyans want.
All right. To you, Diana,